My name's Alana. I'm a professional vegan chef. And the only thing more ridiculous than this hat is my homemade haircut. I'm making this video for Buddhist Action Month to show you how easy it is to add flavorful twists to your meals the cruelty-free way. Let's get cooking. Cheese! Cheese? That's right. I'm going to be showing you today how to make fast, easy vegan mozzarella cheese. When I first thought about becoming vegan, cheese was one of those few really uncomfortable sticking issues. I mean, what about pizza? What about cauliflower cheese and toasted sandwiches? Vegan cheese has come a long way. It's still a bit expensive to buy, and sometimes it's pretty disappointing. But there are a few really tasty varieties out there, so don't lose heart. Keep trying them out. But today, however, I'm going to be showing you how you can make your own homemade vegan mozzarella cheese in just about 5 minutes. It works well on any of the dishes I just mentioned, or can be used in many more. So let's get started. The equipment you will need is pretty basic. Some type of blender, a measuring jug, a whisk and medium pot, a set of scales, and quite importantly, a set of measuring spoons. Measuring spoons help to measure quantities of 50 ml or less accurately. A few ingredients you might not have at hand, or at least ones that I used to be pretty unfamiliar with, are psyllium husks, agar powder, and tapioca starch. Don't worry, all of these ingredients are available at your local natural food store or online. Don't be afraid to ask someone in store to help you find them. Here I've assembled the weighed out ingredients in advance. This makes completing the recipe really efficient. We have 1.5 teaspoons psyllium husks mixed with 2 tablespoons of water, 35 grams of nuts, in this case cashews, 1 teaspoon agave or golden syrup, 3 tablespoons nutritional yeast, 2 tablespoons plus 1.5 teaspoons tapioca starch, 1 tablespoon agar powder, 2 teaspoons apple cider vinegar, 2 teaspoons of sea salt, and 80 ml of coconut oil that's been refined or slightly deodorized, mixed with 375 ml water. First off, you need to soak your nuts, in this case the cashews, in boiling water for an hour, and after they've soaked, just give them a little rinse and drain them off. I've used pine nuts before, and I bet almonds would be really great as well. And I'll tell you what, one time I just forgot to put the nuts in completely, and this cheese recipe turned out fine anyway. Sometimes you'll read recipes that will tell you you need to have organic, unroasted, unsalted, raw cashews or almonds for these kind of recipes. You don't. Don't worry about it. Using a bag of cashew pieces from Lidl for 75p, which is what I'm doing today, it works just fine. The hot water is going to rinse off the salt, and you'll get a different flavor profile, but it's not going to be that different. And it's something that you can play around a little bit with once you've got this recipe underhand. You might later even want to think about adding things like a few drops of liquid smoke, roasted garlic puree, maybe some fresh dill or dried oregano. These kind of things can make it a little bit more fun. But right now, we're just going to make a plain old basic fresh mozzarella. I've put all of our ingredients in this blender, and I'm going to blend it until it's a really fine mixture. If your blender isn't very strong, you might need to have a couple of goes at it, and then pass your mixture through a fine sieve as you transfer it into the pot for cooking. I've poured our cheese mixture into this medium-sized pot, and I've got it on a medium-low flame. I'm going to keep whisking it so it doesn't get lumpy, and after a couple of minutes, it'll get thick. Then after another minute, it will start to get a little thinner again, and then it's going to thicken up right at the end. You'll know when it's ready. You'll see strings of cheese that will just momentarily lay on top of the surface, and that's when you can transfer it into a container. Well, here's our cheese. It's hot and sticky and ready to go, and once it's cooled, you can keep it in the fridge for up to about a week, or you can just start using it straight away. And as far as those dishes that I said it would go so great in, well, here, have a look. Well, I hope you're feeling a bit more adventurous about trying out some new vegan ideas in a few of your favorite recipes. Happy cooking!